MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Detroit attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Spencer Turnbull will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Ready now, Oscar Mercado. He will lead this one off today.
The center field. Oscar Mercado.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Now, time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And right out of the gates, the Tigers will be forced to deal with his speed at first base.
Batting second, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. In now, Cesar Hernandez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Mercado aboard here at first with nobody out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Hernandez, a former Philly, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
3-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swings and misses. Throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Might have been trying to avoid the double play ball by putting the runner in motion, but that ended up just causing a different kind of double play, the strike him out, throw him out kind. Not how the offense drew that one up.
Striding forward now is the DH, Carlos Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Indians fail to score. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Digging in, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers, the left fielder,
Now here's the pitch.
Victor. Ball one, Reyes.
So fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers leadoff hitter. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Harold Castro, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He has a 3-for-12 line. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Hernandez at second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Second inning set to go. Set to get his day started, Jose Ramirez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Here now the 2-2. Outside and a full count. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 home misses, ball 2. The 2-0. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Batting the shortstop, Christian Arroyo.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Arroyo, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strikes.
2 out here and a runner at second. Line to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay throw won't get him.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
At the plate now, Sandy Leon. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 offering. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Hit out towards second. Scope has it. On to first, and the driver held in check as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Jonathan Scope now. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. In there, strike 1.
0-1 the count.
Popped up. Hernandez is there for it. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
Here's Cameron Maybin now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
2 balls and a strike now. The pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Austin Romine.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Inside.
Romine playing here in his age 31 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Will move to the 3rd with no score. At the plate, Greg Allen, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed
Right
here.
fielder, Greg Allen.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Outside, 2-1. Hit to short. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in once again, Oscar Mercado, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Fouled away. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll step out for a 3rd time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. 3-2 to the Indian center fielder. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Runner back safely. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runners on first with 1 down. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Ready with the 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
And this is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Candelario is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Indians leave one. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. And that's in there for strike one.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. Three and one now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Well struck down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there on to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance. Runner at first following the error, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Nico Goodrum. Ball one to start the at-bat. A runner at first with no outs here. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Pause, now the pitch. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with two strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Full count, 3-2. And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting ninth, the third baseman,
set to get his day started, Jeimer Candelario. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Ready with the 0-2. In the dirt. Goes to third with it. Is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
now batting, left fielder, Victor Whitehead.
Digging in, Victor Reyes. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Fans, make sure to join us here at the ballpark this Friday night, as we've got the solution for these cold early season games. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a complimentary Team Fleece blanket. That's courtesy of MLB The Show.
First offering on its way.
No, that's low.
Popped him up. Leone is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits. One error in the inning, but a man left stranded. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now the 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. In his career, Ramirez is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Too high, and it's 3-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for it. Fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Once again, a 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Maben on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready for another chance? Franmil Reyes. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
A ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So 2 gone now for the Tribe here in the 4th, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. A bouncer up the middle, taken in by Scope. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Next up for Detroit, Harold Castro.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
To short, hit hard. Arroyo fields cleanly. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. First pitch coming. Here it is.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway after seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before.
And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
First pitch on its way. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Mercado has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, in a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Austin Romine comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
2-1 the count.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The batter, number 14.
So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the fourth, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Second and third, 2 away. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going. As the Tigers have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And he falls behind 0-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Line toward the gap in left center. Santana is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it seems like every at-bat has gone deep into the count, which has resulted in a really high pitch count for their opponent. We checked the numbers. So far, they've worked a total of 6 full counts. Guys?
Thank you, Heidi. Christian Arroyo is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. And the slider gets the call on the inside corner. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
At the plate, Sandy Leon batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
A runner at second, nobody out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reyes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The right fielder, number 1.
So stepping in, Greg Allen. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. 1 out and a runner on second base. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Fly ball out toward left center field. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And there's a first step in the comeback. The sac fly makes this a 4-1 ball game.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes the count. That's wide, 2-0. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Full count now, 3-2. Ready with the payoff pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 4 and the Indians 1. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he got him.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Into the box, Victor Reyes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down, but a foul ball, 1-1. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
First offering on its way. Harold Castro stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the stretch. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. This ball will be chopped foul. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Hernandez at second. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Tigers leave one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Striding in for the Indians, Carlos Santana. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Maben is there, and he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And another foul ball. Grounded softly to the right. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
At the plate, Franmil Reyes. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. 0-1 the count. Cabrera trying to get there, and no one will get this one. And he misses with it, 1-1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jonathan Schoop. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th. Down the first baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second, but an Atom Bowl right to him for the first out.
Up next for the Tigers.
Now at the plate, Cameron Maben. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. In there for strike one, 0-1. This one's down to third. On to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in now, Austin Romine. He went down on strikes last time up. Jordan Luplow is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. He's set. Here it comes.
Jordan Luplow.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Allen is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Kristen Stewart will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. From the stretch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit, but they lead it 4-1. Leading off the inning, Domingo Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Domingo.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Two and one. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Here's the pitch. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now. 3-2.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Stewart is there to put it away for out number 1. One out now for the Indians in their 7th, and that brings up the former first-rounder Christian Arroyo. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, catcher.
So coming to the plate, Sandy Leon. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a ball, 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
1-1 the count now. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Down in order go the... Stepping up to the plate, Nico Goodrum. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. A little bit outside. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
The left fielder, number 22, Victor.
Into the box now, Victor Reyes. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Santana comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The designated hitter.
Striding into the box, Harold Castro. So far 2 for 3 in this one. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Tigers leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Buck Farmer has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping into the box, Greg Allen. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
A 3-0. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
The center fielder, number 35.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Oscar Mercado earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. To second for 1, and the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1. Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that misses ball 1. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Foul. Set. Here's the 3-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the Indians there. And ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
No balls and 1 strike. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
Well, that's what he gets for trying to do too much. And instead of eating it and holding him on first, he panics a bit and sails the throw. Now he's got a man in scoring position and nobody to blame but himself.
Jonathan Schoop is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Pitch is popped up. Luplow in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 on the ground for Hernandez at second base, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 4.
Into the box now, Cameron Maybin. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. And that's taken for strike 1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
A man at third with 1 away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And it's 1-2. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now back, the catcher, Austin Romine.
So striding forward now, Austin Romine. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a flare out toward right center. And a reach here, but this gets past him. And this one could be trouble. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Kristen Stewart is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Ready with another 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
The 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Leon. And the throw to first ends the inning. Gregory Soto comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Gregory.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, third baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
And he's back easily. Standing in now, Jordan Luplow, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. To first, a dive, and he knocks it down. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over. 5-1 the final total in today's game.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.